Thunder Brothers, my friends, my family, my lovers, my everything that involves in my life. Welcome into the first podcast of season 3.
Woo!
This is
back.
very exciting, very happy time. We're exuberant to
I couldn't have said it any better.
welcome you in.
I just want to introduce myself because it's been a while. I'm a well-gripped bike handle. Who are you?
And I'm Espionage 667.
Oh, man, it's so nice to meet you. Guys, this
You as
is
well.
the Thunder Bros podcast, and this is season 3.
Crazy,
We have
it's
an
season
awesome
3.
season planned out, and if you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts, that is awesome. If you're watching us on YouTube,
Watching? Hold on.
then that's
Watching
even
us?
awesomer. You can watch us on YouTube now.
We're a show now. We're
We have
not
a
just a
show
podcast.
on YouTube. You can listen to us literally anywhere now.
You can see us. What are we
Even
wearing?
see- what
I
are
don't
we
know.
wearing?
Check
You
it out.
Tell us right now.
It's the
okay?
award show, though,
It is.
which is coming up soon. If you keep on listening, listen to the
We have
end.
a movie award show for the 2022 movies, all of them that we saw this year.
What are your predictions for our top 3
The worst
movies this year?
And the best.
Yeah.
We have that whole array of movies that we're going to go over through this podcast. It feels great to be back. I just want to get right into this episode.
I do as well. And if you keep listening in, just think about it. We're drinking booze this episode. It gets more and more crazy
Is
and
this
tipsy
a Thunder
and
Bros
wild.
classic?
It's a Thunder Bros classic.
Guys, stay tuned. Enjoy this episode.
Let's dive
get rolling.
right in.
Is that the
my
Thunder
God,
Bros?
wait.
No way.
That is the Thunder Bros.
The Thunder Bros. Here we go into the top 3s.
Guys, this is big. This is the first top 3 of the season.
This is crazy. We got a little
Are you
bag
ready?
here now.
We have a little back. There was a death whistle in that when we first started, courtesy of your mom,
Yeah.
Lindy,
Yeah, she
my
got
godmother,
your
for crying
godmother.
out loud, my godmother. That's
Got you a
right.
death whistle. It's
She
great.
got
She
me a
got me
death
one
whistle.
too.
She
It's
got
in
me
my
one.
car.
Mine's like this crazy Aztec palace.
Mine looks scary.
Have you
It's
used
like a
yours yet?
shrunken skull. Not. Well, I mean, I've blown into it, but I haven't
Like out in the wild against somebody.
against
trying
as a
to, like-
defense
Like
mechanism.
pop your tires. And you're just.
To pop my tires. That's what I do.
Well, no, you're not gonna pop your own tires screaming into them. Like if someone's popping your tires and they don't realize you're sleeping in the car.
yeah.
You're asleep in the car, you start.
I wake up and
and you just wake up,
yeah.
and they sprint away.
No, I haven't used it for that purpose, not yet. But
Okay.
that's why it's in there, is for in case anyone's stealing my tires.
That's what your mom said to me.
Yeah.
My godmother.
Your godmother
your
said that.
own mother, your blood mother.
Wow.
That's amazing. I want to say something real quick too, in case you guys are wondering. I'm kind of just surrounded by all kinds of items here.
That's
First of all,
true.
I just want to give a shout out to everyone that was in my fantasy football league. I came in first place, so that's pretty good on me. I
Congrats,
have a
buddy.
football here and a football over here.
Oh, wow.
Because you know what? I'm the champion of both sports.
For no reason,
For
just
no other reason than
I get the fantasy one.
yeah, it is a fantasy world, and I'm the fantasy world champion of football as a whole.
You know, I don't even question it. I'm just gonna say that I believe you.
And then I also want to say another thing. I also have a title around my waist. I'm also the Pick'em wrestling champion that we do with a bunch of us. And I took this off of Selb, who is over here, who is being such a gentle soul, who is so sweet and is not giving us the scowl right now. But I did take this title off her. I earned it.
Whoa.
She tried to bite us.
That's
Dude, is that a
aggressive.
threat?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
You know what? Who's the champ? Who's the champ? That's right.
Whoa,
Oh my!
whoa.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, did you?
Anyway, enough tooting my own horn. Let's get into the top 3. What do you say?
Do you want to pick it or have our little duck friend here pick this?
I forgot he was there.
Yeah. Well, this is my girlfriend Maddie made this,
Yeah,
and it's amazing. She crocheted it.
and it's our third wheel.
That is our third wheel.
We don't have a name yet, so if you guys are watching this,
Kind of hoping it, like,
you're hoping what?
He picked this one.
He really did.
He picked it. I'm hoping that the name will come along like as we go. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, you bros and bras find out a cool name for this guy.
Yeah. So
maybe he'll morph throughout the years.
Our top 3 for this episode. Mm-hmm. Top 3 favorite snacks.
Favorite snacks. Ooh, whose handwriting is this?
I don't know.
I think this
it
might be
Maddie's.
Selb's.
Selb's?
Is it yours? Oh.
Favorite snacks? Well, anywho, you want to start off with?
Sure.
I think I need to think a little bit more about this one.
Since I've been out here in Florida, yes, we live in Florida now. That was a big thing we hyped up. We have this awesome studio now. Mm-hmm. We have a green screen. It's green, and it's covering our entire wall.
It's season 3.
Season 3. So we dressed up for the occasion. Should I expose my bottom? Not my, butt, dude.
Well, I don't care then.
Guys, I'm not wearing shoes.
Crazy. Me neither.
I know. At least you have socks on, dude. I'm just, bare and open.
Yeah, your feet are getting pretty hairy, too.
Whoa, man.
Like a hobbit.
No, that's you, man.
You're
known for the hobbit.
Yeah, pretty hairy feet. It's kind of weird.
But I've been known to my new establishment of work that I tend to carry in a giant box of goldfish, and everyone thinks that's really funny. I don't know why. It's convenient. You just take the whole box. We're all adults here that live in the house. Yeah. I don't need to put it in a little baggie.
No, you don't.
I'm just going to take the entire box.
Did your mom pack your lunch for you?
No.
Damn straight.
I did.
You took the whole box.
I took the whole box.
Because you can.
So my number 3 is goldfish, okay?
Nice.
And I'm just going current right now. Number 2 right now are those Special K crisps. The strawberry, brown sugar, blueberry crisps. They're 100 calories, and they're beautiful and sweet.
Wow.
And I love them. Number 1, Cheez-Its, man. Any variety of Cheez-Its, I love them all.
I know Cheez-Its were going to be your top.
Back in the summer, you and I would share Cheez-Its, and I'd have a new box, a new flavor every week, man.
So what counts as a snack, then? Is it
It's not like a meal, right? What do you think?
Well,
a steak dinner isn't going to be a meal or a snack.
But I feel like I could say that sushi is like a snack. Like a roll of sushi.
I could see that.
Because...
Oh, Selb's saying no.
See, that's the conflict of interest.
I'm saying yeah. So what do you think? Selb's saying finger
Selb
food.
is just... What, finger food? You can eat sushi with your fingers?
I guess. You know what? What do you think?
I consider it a snack because I think it's a light meal. Well, it could be either, but I think just one roll. It also depends on when you eat it, right?
Oh, wow. I didn't think
that
about
matters
that,
too. But I'm going to go kind of weird direction here. I don't know if I have a top 3 I can really think of at the moment.
We're kicking off the top 3 and you don't have a top 3 at the moment?
No, because they're it's too difficult to pick.
You gotta say 3 things at least.
I'm going to. I just don't know where to rank sushi yet. You know what I mean?
You had all this time.
I did have a lot of time.
You had an entire break in between seasons to think about this.
I did, that's right. I didn't just pull it.
Let's go. What's going on? No, you didn't. He did.
I mean, what I'm eating right now for my snacks, applesauce is a pretty big one.
You've been eating applesauce? Okay.
I have a whole tub of it, dude.
That's yours?
Yeah. You notice how it's almost gone?
Taking notes from me.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Okay, what else you got?
Applesauce. I also eat a lot of bagels.
Bagels is a snack?
Well, I feel like it is to me, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't eat, snacks. I don't eat Cheez-Its or Goldfish, really.
I feel like you do if someone gives it to you.
Rarely. I feel like I will, every now and then, but...
Mm-hmm. Is there a glare in your glasses right now from my belt?
Oh, there might be.
Oh, you want me to move it?
Yeah, can you get your fame out of here?
Honestly, there's a glare right over here on the wall.
I can see it right on the camera right there.
Shoot.
Probably blinding
all the viewers, man.
It's still in there.
Sorry, I'm just going to put this right here. I'll let him hold it for a minute. He's my Paul Heyman. He carries all my belts for me.
Alright, my top 3, I have it. It's probably the worst one.
Wait, that wasn't your top 3?
No, it is. I'm just saying it's
Oh, okay.
applesauce, bagels. No, scratch the bagels. Just do cup noodle. Cup
You're just
noodle.
thinking about what you ate today.
What I eat today is like
What you eat
usually, yeah.
Okay.
There's similarities in the snack section.
Okay, yeah.
You see what I mean? So I'd say applesauce, cup noodle, sushi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Alright, that's not bad. You guys.
It's kind of weird though.
Yeah, let us know if those were snacks. That's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Fine.
Applesauce, you can pick whatever one that might
Gushers,
be.
chicken and biscuit,
There
and
you go.
mandarin oranges.
That's way. Yeah, those are snacks. Dude.
I don't even like those all like in that order even.
Dude, we ate a lot of those the past like few years. You love chicken and
That's
biscuits.
why
Come on, man.
I do love chicken and biscuits, but like
You love all those things.
when was the last time I had one of those? The last time we worked with kids.
Last time we were
season.
teaching the youth. That's true. All right, well, that's going to conclude our top 3 right now. It felt good to get a top 3 off of our chest, man. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Anyway,
I just feel like that top 3 didn't hit the same for me as it did for you.
It hit for me, man. I feel like I was ready. You could ask me anything right now. And I'd be quick to know any answer. Any math question.
Maybe
too,
if
anything.
a little more of this was in me, then I'd be able to.
What are we drinking, by the way? We need to get into this drink right now.
Yes.
Explain to me
This
what
is
this is.
just a simple old fashioned with, I guess, a little bit of a twist. It's just I put a cherry in it, a maraschino cherry, and a little bit of that juice, just a tiny bit, which isn't
cherry
called for.
juice.
So I guess, well, yeah, the maraschino, but like a little bar spoonful, like a dash even, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
So it's Angostura bitters, whiskey, which we used Black Velvet, the highest quality whiskey.
The highest quality Canadian
whiskey.
$8.99 at the liquor store.
Wow.
Not $8.99, $8.99 for a whole.
Even
and you know
more
what?
money.
The bottle is glass, so you know.
Yeah, I
it's
noticed
top
that.
shelf.
And I actually thought it would have been more than $9.
No man, I
Wow.
shouldn't have said anything.
Anyways, it's I also put some sugar in there and muddled it all up. You know the deal.
I know. Dude.
You know my business.
I'm all over it.
And then yeah, you just stir it up. Here you go.
We're gonna
Let's taste
dink
it.
it and sink
Dink
it.
it and sink it.
That might be copyright. Ooh, what was that?
Yeah, we have some dinky
Here,
little
let's get a
clinks
dink,
on this.
man.
That's a little better.
that was a
We need
little
to get
better.
some like real like glass, something that makes a nice crisp.
I know, we need to get some different glasses. Anyway, let's sink it now. Mmm.
I only put 3 dashes Angostura bitters, and I can still
Ugh.
taste it overpowering.
Dude, you always put in too much bitters. man.
Dude, I put in 3 dashes. That is
sounds
nothing.
like a lot, right?
3 dashes is nothing.
3's more
Your
than
dad
a few.
likes-
2.
No, dude. That doesn't even matter. This 3 is not a lot. Your dad likes it with like 16 dashes.
What?
Yeah.
Who
It's
is
a
my
preference thing.
father?
This bottle, I'm not even kidding you, is so like the bitters are just so potent that it's just not accurate. I feel
Oh my
like
days, man.
because even if I would have put 1 dash in there, but you'd still taste it overpowered.
Wow. I mean, it's not terrible. It's very powerful on the bitter side, you would say?
Yeah,
But it's
and
not
I'm
bad.
upset about that. It's stupid. That shouldn't be a thing.
That's alright, man. The point is that we're back for season 3. We're hanging out, sharing a drink in a nice outfit, and we're gonna review some movies, man.
You know,
We
we
got
are
our
back to the
annual-
classics.
Movies of the year, best and worst. This is why we started the
It's
podcast.
a tradition now.
We were doing movie reviews at first. We love going to movies. So we have this entire list we made. We're going to break down our favorites, our least favorites, all of that good stuff. But
Yeah.
first, enjoy this ad, you guys.
Wow.
Thunder Bros. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast, but you're not sure where to go? Well, I have an answer for you. It is Anchor.
Anchor is so easy to use. You can edit, record, and upload your podcast all in one place, and it'll distribute it for you all over the world so you don't have to do anything except for push the upload button. And the best part, it's free.
Yes, it is 100% free. We've been using this the entire time we've had our podcast, and it works great for us. It's so easy to use. To get started, you can go to the Anchor app, or you can go to anchor.fm in the search browser to get started. Back to you. Well, okay, guys, it has been quite a year for movies. It's been kind of shocking as well, based on our own statistics. I dug deep.
You did a good job.
I dug into the depths of our movie reviews.
Yeah, you did a good job, like, getting everything figured out and sorted. Congrats on doing a good job.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, same to you for getting this whole thing running.
Hey, yeah, I did the whole
appreciate
thing. All of it.
No,
For sure.
so we've been doing, how long have we been doing movie reviews now? Like, it's gotta be like 5-6 years maybe?
Something like it.
We've been doing it for a
'Cause-
while.
Were we still in high school when we came up with our rating scale?
Probably. I think we were.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so we've been doing this for a while, pretty much as long as we've been doing the podcast. So
Yeah.
we have quite a collection of movies. Pretty much every single
Same as-
movie we've seen from like 6 years ago, we've put into our list.
Yeah.
So we have like, I think, close to 300 movies probably.
I thought we had
That
over
we-
that.
We might even have over that.
We did it
I'm
in a
not sure.
podcast episode.
I'll have to count it. I'll update you guys.
If
on
you
this
know how many movies we had in that podcast,
one. Comment down below
yeah,
on our YouTube channel that
then
we
we'll
have.
know if you're a true fan.
What's our YouTube channel? Where's this going to be, by the way?
Oh
Let's
yeah,
just keep
you
plugging.
can watch this on, I believe the URL is
Oh, no.
youtube.com/@ThunderBrosPod.
Okay.
So just go into your YouTube, type in the Thunder Bros Pod, just Thunder Bros Pod. Either way, it should pop up.
Okay. That's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
go subscribe if you guys want.
Yeah,
You know, you can see our faces. You can see what
you'll
we're
see our logo
Sub
and stuff.
shaking her
You'll
head
know.
no. You will see us. She's
You'll
denying.
see us once we have a video up.
She's the showrunner right now. I hope everything's going well. All right.
Everything's going great.
So are you ready to get into this, man?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to break down a couple stats right now, okay? So first off, we watched 39 new movies that came out in 2022 this year.
39?
39. I think last year, I'm not sure, it was around 34 to 36 movies.
Wow.
So
I feel like we could have
broke
watched
that.
more. I feel like this year we need to watch more.
I know, we could have like totally broken that. But you know, we're going
This is
up
this
slowly.
new movies in theater?
Well, this is just movies that came out in 2022, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so we saw a total of 39. We gave 25 of those a positive review. We gave 14 of those a negative review. So what we mean by that is anything above 5 is a positive. Anything below that is a negative review. 14. I'm not going to lie. There was quite a few standout movies this year, and there were so many duds.
There were,
14, we wasted 14 movies.
Yeah. No, I know,
that
dude.
we did not
It
like.
seemed like almost every other movie we went to go see, or we go on streaks where they'd all just be consistently bad.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are going to find out
Mhm.
what we saw right now. We're going to kick it off by giving our top 5 worst movies of the year. You ready for this?
I'm ready, dude.
So we're going to start from number 5 and go up to the worst movie. We're starting at Morbius Balls. Your favorite movie.
I
You gave this a
tried
10.
to watch this. I did give it a 10.
Okay, we did give Morbius a 1.7. So, terrible rating. And we have 4 other movies below a 1.7. But yeah, what were you saying about this one?
Oh, I was saying I tried to watch this whole thing, but I couldn't. I tried multiple times and I would like fall asleep or do something. It just didn't keep my attention at all
Yeah,
You know.
no, it's extremely boring.
because I missed it in theaters.
Yeah, I did too. So I was gonna watch it on our way to Florida in the hotel, but I didn't end up watching that. And then eventually, me and Selb ended up watching this movie, and she loved it. Like, absolutely. She's not yet. No, I don't think she liked it either.
Mm.
And I definitely did not like it. You didn't complete this movie, so this is just based on
No, that's
my
not. This
rating.
isn't my rating.
But you guys know all about this. I don't know anyone who likes this movie. It's been memed forever. It has an incredibly boring plot, and it's super forgettable. Like, I'm glad it exists because of the memes, but that's basically its only purpose.
I feel like I didn't even see the memes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not on social
You're
media
really
very
not.
much, though.
You're really not missing out. So,
Yeah.
number 5 is Morbius. Number 4, Halloween Ends. 1.1. Dude, you need to talk about this because you did not like this movie. I didn't either. I was on the same page as you.
I just have a big problem with Halloween movies. I haven't seen the original, what is it, 3? That are like the good, like the top, like the good 3? The first ones?
There's like 13, 15.
No, I'm talking about the first 3, though.
What are you talking about?
Of the Halloween
like,
movies.
1 is good. And I think, I don't know what the other ones. 1 is like a classic. The
Yeah.
rest are totally.
Well, I was
yeah.
thinking like 1, 2, and 3 were like the classics. That's what I thought I heard.
I'm pretty sure 2 or 3 doesn't even have Michael Myers in it. It's
What
like,
kind of...
I know.
See, that's the problem. What the hell are you doing?
That one's not even that bad from what I remember. It's
I
called
don't
like
know.
Season of the Witch or something like that.
Maybe it's because I haven't seen all of them and I can't fully appreciate it, but I'm just sick of it. Like, I'm so sick of it. Every single time, I just can't get into it, and...
Well, do you even remember this one? The Halloween Ends?
Yeah,
We're
it's...
talking about.
Yeah, I do. Kinda.
It's the one. So basically, there's that guy, that kid that accidentally. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers this entire episode. So just a heads up. But remember, he's babysitting that kid, and he accidentally opens the door and he falls off the balcony.
That's right. I do remember
And
that
then
part.
he basically tries to become Michael Myers.
Oh, dude, that's
And
right. I remember it
He
completely.
like shoves Michael, and like that knocks him on the ground, and is able to rip his mask off.
Yeah, hell,
There's been like over 10 movies with Michael Myers, and like no one's really been able to do that. But he shoves him, and Michael lives in the sewers this whole time, and that kid is just for some reason allowed to be hanging out with him. Horrible. And then he dies at the end. It was like a waste of time.
I'm just glad it's over.
Like, why did we care? You're
Well,
just
I
glad
hope there's-
Halloween ended.
I hope it stays ended.
Well, I think it is. I mean, he's dead.
Yeah, but now there's a new one or whatever.
How? How's there a new one?
Isn't that the
put
kid?
The kid died. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't
And Michael
remember
died.
the kid dying.
The kid died and Michael died. They
I
threw
remember
him in,
Michael
like,
died.
a tree splitter.
Oh, dude, I do remember that. I thought I
Did
didn't
you
realize the
watch
kid was
this
in there
movie?
too. I did. I guess I didn't realize how much
I
I
mean-
forgot about it.
We gave it a 1.1, so obviously it's pretty forgettable.
Yeah, it's not
But
like I really wanted to think about it again.
yeah, so let's move on from Halloween Ends because we're all over the place with this one. But that's our number 4 here. Number 3, The Invitation,
The vampire one
the vampire one.
that we saw with your dad.
We saw with my dad. This one,
I don't think. Did you know it was about vampires?
I didn't know what it was about.
I didn't know anything about this movie.
Yeah, we all saw this with my dad and one of the true supporters of the podcast, one of my best friends in the world, Chad.
Yeah.
We saw it with him and my father, and this was totally not a movie I would expect my father to ever watch. It was like totally for teens that want like a teen thriller.
Mm-hmm.
And it had some of the worst acting I've ever seen, especially in the main vampire villain. He seemed like he was trying to do a
This
British
is
accent as an American,
The
but
guy
he
that
really
looks
is
like
British.
E.T.
Yeah, you thought he looked like E.T.
And then I couldn't like
That's a little
support it,
brittle,
but
man.
didn't you see it though? I can't remember if you saw it.
I could see it, yeah.
I think that you can see it, but he definitely looked more like E.T. in the movie. And I guess it was like more his mannerisms too. Mannerisms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
You thought he moved like E.T. in the night?
He just kind of acted like him. Freaked me out. He had his
Oh, you
glowing
were scared.
finger.
Yeah, he did. No, he had a
Nice,
creepy
that was-
TikTok, like sway boy, Lil Huddy smile,
Yeah.
and that's creepy.
I don't even know if I could do it.
No, but the story was just pathetic. It was really hard to watch. I was like bored out of my mind.
We didn't even find out it was a vampire movie till like close to the end, right?
Yeah, and there was just like random like ghouls floating around the main girl's room for no reason.
I don't remember the ghouls. I remember
There was like some movement. I guess the vampires
The-
were just chilling out on top of her bed.
yeah. There's like this
Just
silk
like running around.
like sheet, like overlay on top of the
Yeah.
the
on
bed,
top of the bed.
like
yeah.
a bed frame. What do you call that?
I don't know, man.
It's like a princess bed or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's not what it's
Some-
called, but
you know what it's called?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's on the tip of her tongue. I'm not sure. We'll have to get back to everyone on that one.
but this chick was like standing on it, the vampire.
Yeah,
So you just see like these hands and stuff, and then the girl laying down watching. I don't even remember what she did,
I don't remember.
but I just remember having a lot of problems with it.
A canopy.
It's a canopy.
A canopy.
Yeah, okay.
And it was the vampire trying to scare her, another vampire girl.
Yeah, that,
Yeah,
one of
that
the-
tall
one of the
like
wives.
Russian one or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah, that tall vampire. This movie is terrible. It's on Netflix now. So,
Is it really?
I mean, people were probably into it. I'm not.
I'm not gonna watch it again.
Neither are you. So that's our third worst movie of the year. So let's get to our runner-up for worst movie of the year. Kind of feel bad putting it here. It's Studio 666,
I kind of feel
the
bad
Foo
too.
Fighters movie. This,
Yeah.
people really liked this movie, and you, me, and your twin brother, your blood brother,
Mhm.
Troilus White,
Yeah.
went to this movie with us.
Mhm.
And we did not get it. We'll just say that. We didn't get this movie at all. I mean, I like the Foo Fighters, but I don't know much about them. I don't know their humor. I just didn't get anything about it. There were so many plot holes within this movie. I thought the kills were terrible. It was pretty lackluster. And that demon song they were trying to play the whole time was like burning my ears.
Yeah, I was hoping to hear more of their songs and stuff, but they just played the one song the whole time, over
and
again. Yeah,
And then the movie wasn't going to end. And
it felt really long.
I don't even remember what happened at the end. It got so confusing.
I just remember things got kind of crazy when they found that secret room and there was a raccoon
Oh yeah, he was like hung on the
hung on the wall, and there was like a bunch of demonic stuff around it, and I was like, what?
Mhm.
Wasn't that movie practical?
Maybe, probably some of it.
Yeah, like they used some practical effects. That sounds really familiar. I think that's
Not the
definitely
whole
like
thing,
a
but-
good. Like I like that about that movie.
Yeah, I definitely like that, especially in horror movies.
Yeah, that's a big bonus, but it just made no sense by the end too, and there was just no reason to justify it really getting any higher
Yeah,
than what it did.
I agree, and it's super unfortunate because we saw this before Mr. Taylor Hawkins passed away, the
Yeah,
drummer of the Foo Fighters, and that was
Mhm.
like really shocking and
yeah,
sad because I wasn't familiar with them until I saw the movie. Because I know Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, but I wasn't entirely aware of the entire band. And when he passed away, it seemed like a pretty, important thing in music.
Well, in the movie too, I feel like his character stood
Yeah,
out.
he
a lot.
was like the funniest guy in that for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, so it is sad that he passed away.
It definitely
Dave
was.
Grohl, I don't like him anymore. I mean, it's not
Whoa.
like I liked him in the first place. I didn't really have an opinion, but
Whoa.
I feel like this movie kind of makes you not like him in a way.
yeah,
He's
I can see
annoying.
that,
Like
yeah.
I don't know why he made himself that way, like portrayed himself that way.
Yeah, I think the big question of this is who wanted this movie?
They did.
Probably just the Foo Fighters wanted
Well, wasn't
to see
it
this.
supposed to be like a shorter video, and then
I think
it was
yeah, that's
expanded
right. I
or
think it
something?
was. I can't believe this came to our theater in Cedar City, Utah.
Yeah, some demonic
Crazy weird Foo Fighter movie.
in a little Mormon
God.
town.
Got a theatrical release, but
I mean, I'm glad I did
digress.
though. It was still fun to go to, and like I remember that movie more than lots of other movies.
That's
obviously,
true. Well, you have anything else to say about this one?
no.
Beautiful. All right, we're gonna get down to our worst movie of the year. We gave this movie a whopping goose egg. A 0.
Wow, buddy.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I
man.
do. And it deserves to be there.
Paws of Fury.
I
the
hate this
animated
movie. I hate this movie.
What studio made this movie? Was
Actually,
it DreamWorks?
Because
Was it the Illumination one with the Minions?
whatever it is, dude, it should not be viewed by children.
No, okay, yeah, this movie was extremely inappropriate.
Very inappropriate.
Cinecite.
Cinecite?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Cinecite animation.
Cinecite
Oh, that's-
animation. You know what? I'm gonna lay down the first one of the year. Cinecite animation can F off.
Oh.
That's right. You agree?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
There was just horrible jokes in this.
There were,
Inappropriate.
if you want more of an in-depth, like, on our fresh hatred for this movie, you should go listen to the podcast episode from season 2 that we did the review on.
Yeah.
I don't know which one it is exactly, but it should be in the title somewhere or something.
Yeah, it definitely is
Yeah.
in the description, but
Because this movie, it's a horrible movie.
yeah, we went because we worked at the summer camp. A lot of you guys know for the summer, and we brought the kids to this movie. And there's like a lot of adult jokes that should be like in like a rated R movie.
And they're not hidden enough that like kids wouldn't get it. Like maybe if they're really
Some
little
of them
kids,
might, yeah,
but
like middle schoolers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
they totally would understand those jokes.
a lot of
And
fart and poop jokes.
yeah,
a
just
lot of potty humor.
just stuff I feel like isn't funny. It's just lazy and like
I agree.
it shouldn't. Kids, we tell them to not do these things, you know, and like
Right.
enforce like obviously don't swear, don't like say potty words and whatever, you know. I mean,
right.
and I feel like this just makes kids think it's okay to do this, like everything that they saw in the movie. And I mean, obviously there's worse things than just potty jokes. Like that's not the end of the world, I know that, but
Mhm.
there were other jokes that if a kid copied that would not be okay.
Yeah, I would recommend if you're a parent and have a kid and you want to put on something for them, you know, don't put this movie on.
Hmm.
I would
I'm
definitely
talking-
say that.
Like masturbation jokes in
Yeah.
public.
Yeah, terrible,
Yeah,
horrible jokes.
yeah.
So that is our worst movie of the year, Paws of Fury. You can F off.
Hmm.
So let's move on from the worst movies because I have an icky feeling right now.
Yeah, I feel disgusting.
So let's get to our most disappointed movie. How about
Yeah,
that?
right.
No, we have a couple categories we're gonna get into here. We have our most disappointed movie, our most surprising movie, and a couple honorable mentions before we get into our top 10. So our most disappointed movie of the year. This is a hot take.
And disappointing, let's say it's not disappointing because it's bad, it's just disappointing because it's not what we expected.
Yeah, we expected
right?
a lot more.
Yeah.
So the movie that we gave most disappointing, we had a couple in mind, but the one we both agreed on the most was Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness.
I mean, this movie is still bad. Don't
We
get me
gave this
wrong.
a 4.3.
That's a horrible.
That's bad, especially from Marvel Studios.
No, for Marvel, that's horrendous. That shouldn't
not
be
good.
a Marvel movie.
Some people really enjoyed this movie quite a bit,
And
and I just
that's
didn't
where
get
my
it.
brain kind of explodes a little bit, and I
I
start to
know,
not
I-
understand.
I thought the CGI was horrid. The acting was really bad.
It's like
I'm sorry, but the America new hero, I just did not really dig. I didn't
I didn't
buy
like
it.
her either.
I didn't like how she couldn't use her powers the entire movie, and then at the end, just all of a sudden could.
Yeah.
And she somehow knew how to make these weird motions with her hands that she's never done before, probably, but was able to like save the day. I didn't buy it, man.
I know. There's a lot of problems with the movie. I feel like my biggest problems were with the CGI and the editing. It felt like they took a giant leap backwards and forgot how to do a lot of like very simple things and just kind of rushed it and put it out there because they could. It seemed like they put more work into their new TV shows and stuff that they do, which I don't even really enjoy those either.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really watch those. So I don't really know. Sorry, I accidentally got an ice cube in my mouth. Can't just let it melt. I had to eat it.
Oh, is that why Selma is making faces?
Perhaps. Might have heard a at some point. My bad.
Well,
But yeah, I agree. For a multiverse movie, I mean, come on. They had like,
I'm also sick of multiverses.
yeah, well, you'll see a little bit later though. There was a multiverse movie that did it right. So, but you guys probably know what that is. A lot of people like this movie, but we'll talk
Was
about
this
it
at
later.
the beginning of the year?
The Doctor Strange movie?
No, the one you're talking about.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
I want to know now.
No.
Fine, man.
Come on, man. You can wait.
Hopefully you listeners are on the same page as me right now.
So, most disappointing movie of the year is the Doctor Strange movie, but really close to it was Jurassic Park Dominion, or Jurassic World Dominion, and The Black Phone. So, that's a hot take too. People really like The Black Phone, but we just didn't dig it.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the most surprising movie of the year, it's Minions: The Rise of Gru. This movie,
I actually, you're totally right. That's
we gave this
100% what
a
it is.
7.2. We're getting some positive movie reviews for the end of the day. Selma is astonished.
She doesn't know what to do.
She doesn't know what to do right now.
Barbarian.
The
Okay.
Barbarian's not the most surprising, but you'll see
Okay.
later on.
But I was gonna suggest that one as an honorable mention just barely because I actually thought about that too.
That
after
definitely is.
we talked about
That's
Black
very
Phone.
surprising. I did hear good things about Barbarian, though.
I didn't hear anything, so I didn't even know what it was about, and I think that's what.
I didn't know what
It
it's
shocked
about,
me.
but I heard that people were saying go watch this movie. I had no clue what it was about, though.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like, Barbarian could be up there with Minions for me on surprise level.
Oh yeah,
Like,
100%.
like even over. Yeah.
But you'll see later why it's not most surprising, because we
Gotcha.
want to put this for a certain title for movies that had no right being even in that conversation.
You're right.
I mean,
you're
this is like a kids movie, right?
The Minions movie blew us out of the water. We were all laughing.
It was
a
laugh
lot.
out loud funny.
Yeah, it was.
It might have helped that Cell might have got some 99 bananas for the Minion movie. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of appropriate if you're old enough. You know, it was a good time.
And like people made it fun. Everyone's dressing up and stuff, going to it. You know, like what's the point
Oh,
of that?
yeah.
It's just all so weird.
And there was some people in front of us that they were laughing at every single joke in the entire movie.
It made
Even
it
when
more
wasn't
fun.
funny, it would make us laugh.
Yeah.
So it was even funny.
And they were like full on dancing and stuff.
oh yeah,
and,
they were
standing
dancing
up.
in the end
And they were
credits.
like grown adults
yeah,
too.
they
like,
were
on a
older
date.
than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
And-
were standing up dancing.
It
at
was
the end.
it was so bizarre.
Hey, but
but-
good for them. It was a good
No,
movie.
it was brought positive energy to the
It
place.
did. That was a good movie experience.
It was
like
a
that
very
was
fun
one you
time.
had to be in theater to really enjoy that.
Yeah.
So our most surprising movie of the year is the Minion movie, The Rise of Gru.
We even like had a whole like new podcast, not new podcast, new episode and stuff on it, like on the game we played with them and the tier lists and like everything.
Oh yeah, we did, huh?
We did a lot of Minion stuff after we saw that movie because it was
Minions
so
are
good.
great. Who's your favorite Minion?
I don't remember what I said in the first
remember
one,
either.
but
It's Construction Joe, maybe.
man,
I don't remember what his name is. There's the construction worker one, and there's one from the video game.
yeah, there's one that's in like everything.
There, yeah, I think that's probably Steve, Bob. There's Otto. He's a
Isn't
new one. He
there
was a good guy.
Otto's up there? Isn't there a Greg or something?
There's a lot. There's Phil, I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. That drink just made me almost have to burp. Bob the Minion. Is number one.
Bob's like the
He's an OG Minion. For
Bob's
sure.
the baby one.
I guess
is
so.
it?
He has a little baby teddy bear. So,
So
I
everyone
just wanna-
likes him.
We're just gonna check in because we're new to this. Is the camera still recording? All right, we're good.
Oh, cool.
It's all right. we're new to this. All right, Just
We
wanna make
are.
Sure. Yeah, Bob's a good guy. Shout out to Tombstone Jesus.
Oh
and
yeah,
Shout out to Bob the Minion.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna stop there. We've been talking too much about the Minion movie. Selb showing us a photo of a Minion with Star
Norbert.
of Norbert with starfish
I've never heard of Norbert.
bikinis tops. All right.
I think he's
so
my favorite.
We're going to get into our favorite movies right now. But before we do that, we have some honorable mentions to give out. So we're just going to quickly run through these. We're not going to spend too much time on these movies. But I'm going to have you start off with this one. So I'm showing us more minions. It's Chris, the minion. I did not know that Chris was. There's a Nigel, I think.
I want to eat this
too.
cherry in
I
here.
think, or no, that was Norbert. Nobert. Norbert. Sherbet.
Like,
Sherbert.
yeah, like that.
Sherbert. Anywho, these minions, man, they just make you have a laugh.
They do. They really do, and I feel like they shouldn't.
They do. It's not funny.
Do you
But
see this?
minions
I
are.
can't get my cherry out of my glass.
Oh my god.
My fingers are a millimeter away.
Oh my gosh.
Can't reach.
Do we need to take an ad break right now?
Maybe
so
we
you
do, so I can
that
get my
out?
cherry. It's gonna bug me.
All right. Before we get into our top favorite movies of the year, we're gonna take a quick ad break so Burgess can get this cherry out of
Thank
his
you for
Dolan glass.
understanding, listeners.
We'll be right back.
Thunder Bros, I got this art thing going on, and I'd like you to check it out. Follow me at burgessmilner.design on Instagram to see all my lovely pieces. And if you want something commissioned, you can reach out to me there. Hope to see you there.
All right. Are you ready to hop into this?
I just finished a yawn.
You just finished a yawn.
That's
What's
why
going
my eyes
on,
are
man?
watery.
It's
I'm
only-
sleepy. I have a coffee though, so it's all right.
Yeah, what's new?
You know.
But we got a beer on the
Well, yeah,
pod.
we do.
It's a special occasion, so we are gonna enjoy ourselves a little bit.
And I was just looking at this not even a minute ago. I also poured me like a 2-ounce gigantic shot.
Whoa.
So of gin of all things.
Oh,
so
that
I'm
was
feeling
gin?
I'm feeling good. That's what I said when I
Oh man. This
So
isn't
we're
gonna be
gonna-
an every pod thing, mind you guys. We're
Yeah.
we're cutting back on that type of content.
yeah, it's
Just get
fun every
boozy.
now and then, so it's not going away. Don't get us wrong.
and please be responsible if you guys are drinking or anything
Mhm.
like that. Just want to make that a point. Anyway,
Yeah.
what were you saying about this? You
I'm
okay?
so sorry. Yeah, I got a little bit of air in the chamber. So the other West Coast is what this tall boy is called, and I
Yeah.
think it's just so clever. It's a local brew. Tampa, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, or at least the other West Coast. Like you never
Just
think
assuming
about it,
Tampa.
but when you look at it, Florida has a West Coast.
Great.
The Gulf.
Yeah, the Gulf.
The
man.
Gulf.
What ocean's on the other side?
The Indian Ocean.
I think it's the Atlantic. Or what's Pacific? No, I think it's the Atlantic.
Mediterranean Sea. It's not even an
Oh,
ocean.
dude, nice. I think you got it.
Yeah. No, I know. I got it.
Gee whiz.
Okay,
Alright,
let's crack this sucker
let's
open.
crack it open, man. Oh,
That was a little bit
please
uncontrolled.
recycle. Amen, my brother.
Is that what it says on it?
Yeah, man.
Amen.
Drink fresh. We'll slightly
Brewed-
dig it. Doesn't say amen.
Brewed
It
and
says please
canned by
recycle.
Florida Avenue Brewing Co., Wesley Chapel, Florida.
Oh, me and Sel have been there.
You've
Nice
been
place.
there?
Yeah.
This
Been
is
to Wesley Chapel. Nice place. Highly
where,
recommend.
where is that? Where
you
did
take
you go
the
there?
weird road to Gator Creek. It's when Sel got her eye exam.
Oh, you go
We went
north?
to Costco. You go north.
Wesley Chapel, amazing.
Wesley
Hold-
Chapel's
hold
nice.
on.
The traffic is.
You went
a
to
dime.
Costco, but you went north at towards Gator
Where do you
Creek.
go by Gator Creek?
You go northeast.
Our household cat is jumping on the window.
Yeah,
It scared me.
that was kind of scary. All right, well that's interesting.
Let's take a sip, man.
I've just been looking to do some painting up in that area.
Oh, really? Up in West Tully Chapel?
No, just up north a little bit around
Dude,
Dade City.
it's nice up there. Nice estates.
Dade
Up by
City.
Dade City. We went through Dade.
Dade City only has like 3,200 residents.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
And it's
Well,
a big
don't get me
tourist
started
attraction.
on population facts.
Yeah, you've been. That's why I said that because you've been spewing out
I've been,
population
I've
facts
been
all
all
day.
over population facts. I don't
Yeah,
want to get ahead
the
of myself.
2021 census came out 2 years ago, so
Yeah.
you have to be
look,
on it.
Look forward to that, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's take a sip of
Anyways,
this one,
yeah, the
Cheers.
other West Coast,
man.
but
All right, here we go.
I sniffed it and it went up my nose.
Dude, I spilled it
That-
all over me.
How did it go up my nose if it's in the can? I didn't suck in that hard in my
Yeah.
nose.
I just did a.
I have two things.
Oh, so that's two things.
Second drink you've spilled tonight, and is your fly unzipped?
Yeah.
I have beer dripping down my face and all over my crotch and my
What an
leg.
awesome way to start
Man.
Thunderbro fashion. Well, that was really sad. You know what? We're not gonna cut it. We're gonna be true to ourselves, okay?
It kind of feels like I just dipped a Q-tip in rubbing alcohol and shoved it up my nose.
Oh my god, it's all over you.
I know. Oh my god. Earlier, I spilled the old fashioned. I had to make another one because I think you can see it in this, but right here where my coffee is, I had a drink and I tilted this microphone out this way. And I guess the table couldn't handle it. And we have a door here that's kind of blocking it from falling, but that was closed. So as soon as I tilted this,
Dude.
sorry. As soon as I tilted this mic, it just tipped and went everywhere. I didn't even get to taste it.
That was a sad moment.
But I made another one, so I
That's
mean,
right,
it's
you
okay.
made another one. You guys would have
Man.
had no idea.
Dude, I'm sorry I got crap all over your pants.
On my
and
freaking belt?
on your belt. You're a champion, you know? I mean, you should be sprayed with some booze on. You're a
Oh,
champion.
that's a good point.
Yeah, come on.
You, you sold it well.
I'm trying to help you out.
Well, I'm gonna put this bell on the floor. I'm that type of champion. Tetsuya Naito, 2014 champion. That's right. Throwing the belt all over the place. Wow. What a rush that was. What do you think of that? No comment?
It's tasty, I'm thinking. I like it.
It's good, eh? Dude, are you spilling
No,
your
I didn't
coffee?
spill coffee.
That's
no.
hot coffee if you spill it. It's steaming, right?
I like
oh
it.
no!
No, it tastes like nothing stands out.
I mean, when I was taking a sip, I heard the can kind of crunch.
It's hoppier for.
So
It's not even like too hoppy. It's just like an IPA. It's what you'd
it's on the
expect.
hoppy end, yeah.
And it is, but it's an IPA. I mean, that's kind of what you
Yeah, it's
expect.
7.1%. What's so funny, so?
The crunchy beer.
It
It
is
was a
crunchy.
crunchy beer.
It's like it's gone now. It's just like
No, listen, I'm sure
breaking
there's
that
some
seal.
crunch left. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, it wasn't like a. It was like a.
No, it's like a crunch of like the labeling on the outside.
Yeah, I don't like beers like that. I'm not a fan of that.
I think there's none left.
Anyway,
Sorry.
enough of this. The beer's all right. It's an IPA. People don't really like those. I'm into them. So are you.
I
That's
have
a
become
beer.
a very big IPA fan. Like, hands down, I will prefer an IPA over like anything you really put in front of me.
Mhm.
I think I would just go for that. I don't know why. I think
There's so many different flavors. You
I'm
can get
starting to have I'm starting to have a little bit of a passion for the finer things in life, such as Indian pale ales.
Well said, man.
Thank you.
Well said.
Thanks.
Put that in the yearbook.
Yeah. My hands are sticky now, and my wrist.
All right, we're gonna get into
The
our
cell's
favorite
cracking up.
movies of the year. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Let's brush that under the rug right now. The beer was good, all right?
yeah, it was a good beer. I mean, the average beer.
An average beer.
Above,
Slightly
slightly
gonna
above
fact check
average.
us right now. That's why we have her in the studio right now.
What, is it not an Indian pale ale?
No, it's not, man.
Is it not?
I kept it straight with you too.
It's an
India pale ale.
Yeah,
it's
an
the same
Indian pale
difference.
ale. There's like an Indiana one. It's all right.
This one's from India. Local brew.
It was just fun.
Right down the street. What do you mean?
Honestly, past Dade City.
Dade City,
Population
India.
32. Oh my gosh. All right. This has been insane. Are you ready to get into our favorite movies of the year?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. We got a couple honorable mentions before we get to our top 10 right now. I'm going to give 2 for me because they're lower rated. You know me, I'm a picky movie reviewer. That's just the way I am.
You are.
You know, sue me. I don't care. But what, are you eating liquid off the couch?
No, I just
You just cleaning up right now?
don't like that I dripped on the couch. I want to clean it.
I know, but it's all right.
No, but I'm sticky.
This
Like, and I like. It,
What do
I
you
just
wanna
knowing
do?
that if I wasn't sticky, I wouldn't even worry about
what do you want us to do right now?
it. It
You want
just
to go change?
you shouted it out. I was just trying to do a little bit of
Okay.
maintenance.
All right. Anyway, okay, pretend we didn't even say that. We're gonna get into the honorable mentions right now. I'm gonna start us off right now, really quick, with Nope. We gave a 6.9. This is a Jordan Peele movie that I thought was pretty solid. You thought so
Jordan
too?
Peele, let me say, is mastermind.
He has some
Wait, is a
mind bend-
mastermind a bad thing? Is that like you're an evil person?
I mean, if you put it in that context of evilness, but I'd probably say no. I feel like that means he has like a brilliant mind. Is that what you're going with, or are you saying he's evil?
I think that's what I. No, he's not evil. I mean, no, he's not evil.
Comedic genius, even.
I don't know. Well, he is a comedic genius.
All-star.
But I will say he has an eye for some of the most unique things that people don't think about, and he just is able to make something so normal seem so like eerie and freaky, like a key and a horse. Like how do you make those things go together? You just shove them into each other.
Right.
And then it's crazy.
And then it's
like
crazy.
that's scary. A key sticking out of a horse? How'd it get there?
If you've seen this movie, you know. But
Yeah.
this movie's pretty solid. 6.9. That's, you know, a decent movie. I thought Us and Get Out was a far better movie than this one. I thought this one was playing it a little bit safe, but it was still
think so,
pretty
too.
solid. Not gonna crack our top 10.
He's still bringing some of the most interesting movies, I think, though.
Yeah, definitely.
To
It was still
the
a good
screen.
cinematic experience. My other honorable mention is Knives Out, The Glass Onion.
I haven't seen it.
Selb and I just watched this one. I've been flip-flopping back and forth with whether I like it or not. I had a couple questions. Selb corrected me on all of those, and
She did.
she was right. And it kind of made the movie better. So I'm kind of just middle of the road. It was a solid movie. I thought some of the acting was really well. Daniel Craig is
The acting
awesome.
was well.
And I gave it a 7.0. So not bad. You
I
know?
haven't seen it.
I,
Is
I
it on
like the
Netflix?
first one. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, I guess. So it only was in theaters for a week. They only decided to have it showing for a week for some reason. I feel like they could have made way more money because I don't think, according to Wikipedia, that they made their money back for their production.
Why would they only put it in for a week if they didn't even make their money back?
Because it was straight to Netflix. I don't know how that works. I don't know how Netflix pumps out a bunch of these originals all the time. Where's that money coming from? From subscriptions?
I have no clue.
And now they want to like make it so that you can't share passwords? Maybe you
Yeah,
can cut out
no.
like 30 movies.
Let me tell you, Netflix is going downhill.
It is, man. I'm
They're doing
all
stupid
about-
things.
I'm all about HBO Max right now.
HBO is pretty good.
HBO Max is alright. Someone's for some reason putting up photos of bodybuilder Nick Walker, the mutant, right now. But that has nothing to do with the movie. But I gave that a 7.0. So moving on to your honorable mentions, we're going to start off with The Northman, which we gave a
Oh my
7.6. Take it away, man. You like this
The
movie quite a bit.
Northman, the brutality, the maturity, the aggression, the style, the feel, everything. It's a brutal movie. It doesn't skip points of modern society being like sensitive to certain things. It doesn't care. It goes right over that. And it's as brutal as it needs to be like one of my top movies, I think. Like,
Especially for a Viking movie, it needs to be
Yeah.
brutal like that.
it does need to be brutal, and Viking culture is a different culture than us. So like, there was incest in this movie, and I'm not supporting incest or anything, but you have to kind of view it as like, this is the past. This is Vikings. You know, like they don't have rules set in place for incest and stuff like that. You know, so it's not as weird.
This is a good point, but you know what? Okay.
I just like the fact that they put that in there because they didn't have to put that in there, and that can be
Sure,
argued
yeah.
like, should it be in there? But it's the goddamn Vikings. Like,
Yeah.
it should be brutal. It should be insane. It should blow your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think it
I
did.
thought it was pretty
I
good. Should
man,
we?
if you like Game of Thrones, I think that you would like this movie.
Really?
Mhm.
Should we go there with the naked volcano fight?
Okay. Well,
That notches it down a
So-
little bit for me.
two dudes, and it led up to this over the whole movie. I mean, it usually does. Spoiler alert, like we already said, but still showing some weird
I know
pictures.
it. What's going on? You're a fact checker. Why are you showing us weird photos? Of
But
the process.
they fight in a volcano, like not in the lava, obviously, but right next to it, and they're both naked because it's hot. I mean, God, I wouldn't want to wear any clothes if I'm next to a volcano.
You think that's the reason? It was hot.
No,
They're
I mean,
fighting by a volcano.
you
It's hot,
don't
so they-
need armor.
So they decided to fight naked.
It's hot, but I mean, it's also a respect thing. Okay.
Okay,
Either way,
Viking
whoever
culture,
dies
incest, and
goes to
fighting naked.
Valhalla. Didn't the main dude die?
Oh, yeah.
He went to Valhalla. I mean,
And
if
he let
that's
his
what
wife
you
and
believe,
children leave peacefully.
you
So,
die in battle to go to Valhalla. By the way, in Viking culture,
Yeah.
and there's no other way to go. I mean, that's just the way to do it. Like, you have to die in battle.
That's the way to go, man.
You want to make it to Valhalla, you better swing your axe
Yeah, if you're
and
going
get your
down-
head chopped off in the process.
Is that what happened? I don't remember that.
I don't remember.
Did the volcano consume them?
I honestly don't remember. I remember just one scene of them attacking each other naked, and that's why I like the movie.
All right, we're gonna move on. Okay?
Yeah. Anyways.
Because we got to get to these honorable mentions. We
Yeah.
still
Sorry,
got
I'm
the best movies
getting a
to
little
go on.
talkative on certain subjects.
So the next one, yeah, naked Viking fighting is your go-to.
It's my passion.
So your next honorable mention, which you gave a pretty high rating, Don't Worry, Darling. You gave a 7.7.
I really like that movie.
I gave it like a 5.
I'm a big fan of Harry Styles. I mean, he
As
didn't
an
do
actor,
he didn't do a ton as an actor.
I didn't love his acting.
But I feel like he made it work. Like, it didn't stand out as bad acting to me. I just didn't really think about it and kind of moved on from that. It didn't hinder my movie experience in any way at all.
Well, that's good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Yeah.
But I don't know. It was just interesting. Like, I didn't really know. I couldn't predict it right away, and I wasn't sure what was going on. And I don't know. I think I was just a fan of the plot in general and the way it was filmed and just the style and the time period. I really like and enjoy the aesthetic of that time period.
Yeah.
Not things that were in the time period, of course, but just the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
And Sel's giving a heart emoji,
Yeah.
but so she really liked it. This is a movie that the girls really wanted to see, and I wanted to see even more.
I would watch it
Yeah.
again. I actually like talking about it gets kind of going. You know,
I wasn't goo goo for Harry in this
I
movie.
was.
Okay, and Florence. Florence is great.
Florence Pugh.
She's an amazing actress.
She played the sister of Black Widows.
She did. She
that,
played
right?
Paige
Yeah,
in Fighting with My Family, but she's an
Man.
incredible actress.
she is. She did a very good job.
The movie was, was it rated R?
I think so.
I don't know if it was. It was, the movie was interesting and it had some good ideas, but in the moment, I wasn't obsessed with it. The acting was alright. It was directed by Olivia Wilde, but the main thing that was weird about this movie was all the backstage stuff. It was rated R, that's right.
Do you know what it makes me think of? is Nuketown from
Yeah.
all the Black Ops games.
Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie a 39%. 6.2 out of 10.
Okay, IMDb
you know
I
what?
think is the
I don't look
stupidest
at
rating
ratings anymore,
system.
and I was kind of with them. People gave it a 3.4 out of 5.
I think that is crucial. If this is my opinion, if you ever go to see a movie, you should not look up the ratings before, because that will really make you biased in your opinion of the movie.
Soundtrack.
The soundtrack, yeah. Sel just shouted out
I
the
was
soundtrack.
going to get to that. Soundtrack was
The soundtrack was
That gets bonus
phenomenal.
points
We
for
listened
sure.
to it over and over again, and I'm gonna play it after this podcast.
Wasn't that the first movie we saw when we moved here to Florida?
I think
Florida,
so, right?
USA?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
My hands are all sticky, man.
I'm sorry, man. You don't gotta use your hands.
I can't believe I sucked my beer up with my nose.
I can't believe that either. But don't worry, darling. You gave it 7.7. I think I gave it a 5. I'm not too sure. But those are honorable mentions. They didn't crack our top 10.
I can't believe that didn't crack the top 10. Let's see what's going on.
I'm
with
going
the
to
top
let you
10.
guys have a moment to predict what movies do you think we enjoyed. If you've been listening to the podcast for a while, you probably know what movies we've liked, especially if you watched season 2. We gave all of our movie reviews leading up to that. There's a couple
Maybe
movies
you have an idea.
Maybe you have an idea of what our top movie is.
Can you
Maybe a
guess
couple
as we
top-
go along?
You might be able to. We'll see. But we're going to get straight into it. Are you ready for number 10?
Yeah.
Number 10 is Terrifier 2,
I didn't see it.
which I gave a 7.3. Is that shocking? Our number 10 movie only got a 7.3? That's it.
There weren't a lot of stellar movies that
There
came
was,
out
like,
this year.
There was like 5 or 6 that were just top notch, and then it was like so-so the rest of the way, and then a lot of bad movies. This wasn't a great year for cinema.
It wasn't. I'll agree with you 100% on that, buddy.
But there's a couple movies that will be remembered forever. I'll say that. But Terrifier 2, you did not see. Me and Sel went and saw this movie. I saw the first one. You actually watched it with me. I don't think you remember.
I don't
It was
remember.
Art the Clown, and it was this indie movie that had a super small budget, but the special effects and the clown was super memorable.
It was all practical, right?
It's all practical, yeah.
That's cool.
And
I love a good practical film.
it got another movie, and the budget was like $250,000, and it ended up making like $13 million or something like that
Are you
in the
serious?
box office. It was
Someone's
only supposed
just
to
as
be
surprised as me.
at a few select theaters. People loved this movie, ended up seeing it all over the place, demanded to see it more. People were throwing up in the theaters, passing out because it was so
I would
gory.
pass out.
And it definitely was. But, you know, I sat through all that gore just because I don't mind that stuff.
We
as
don't
much.
tilt our head away and go like this.
No, nothing like that.
No, we watch
But
it.
some
And we
definitely
watch
did
it for y'all.
But it was a really fun experience for an indie movie with that budget. I thought it was very well done, and it served the purpose it needed to. The clown was incredibly creepy. I thought the final girl was pretty good. With that movie, I thought it was nice. A lot of people probably agree who've seen this, but it definitely has that sort of niche audience that would want to go see this. I thought it was super enjoyable. I can't wait to see another one.
The vibes I get from it are definitely kind of more like a cult following.
Yeah,
Type feel.
definitely.
Because you said that we watched it together. I don't remember it. The clown seems kind of familiar, but
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see more of a cult following for this.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm just super proud that it's been able to do this good. And also,
That is cool.
last thing I want to say, Chris Jericho's in it.
That's what I was going to say.
AEW superstar.
I know that name was
So-
tied with that flick.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
you know, just saying. But, anywho, that is our number 10.
Nice.
So we're going to get into our number 9 here. This is a movie I have not seen. I'm not familiar with this television series. I haven't really dug it. But it's the Bob's Burgers movie.
Oh my God.
7.6. Take it away, man.
Wow.
This is all you.
I've been a big Bob's Burgers fan. I don't actually know when I started watching, but I have been a fan of this series for a really long time. It's not laugh out loud funny, at least I don't think. I don't know if I ever have really burst out laughing, but it's just a really entertaining show, and it's just very wholesome and keeps you engaged the whole time.
What about the movie? Really,
The
just
movie,
stuck out,
yeah,
though?
this is what, yeah, it definitely stuck out because not the acting, the animation was superb, right? Like,
Was it
going-
like the TV show, or was it
It
a
was-
notch above?
it was similar, but it was 100% a
Had
notch
that
above.
movie
You can
vibe,
tell,
kind of like the Simpsons movie.
you can tell, like, the lighting was different. It was a little bit more three-dimensional. Like, they took their time. They really cared about this movie, I think. And I wasn't expecting it to be more of a musical, but it was, and that was an extra bonus. I do love musicals. You like musicals as well.
I do, yeah.
You're a suckler for those.
I'm a suckler.
A suckler.
I'm
But
a Ryan Suckler.
I'm
for
not slurring
musicals.
my words.
No, you're doing well, man.
Yeah. But I don't know. It had a good mystery involved. Like, what's
Really?
going on? Yeah, you haven't seen it all. You kind of came in when it was on, though.
Yeah, they're riding a roller coaster or something.
Dude, I honestly think it's worth a watch. They have
For
some
real?
good songs. Almost every episode of Bob's Burgers, I feel like they make some song at least at the end. Like, they have a whole playlist on Spotify of their songs, and I've listened to it before. And I mean, I think they do a great job. It kind of reminds me of what we used to do, just recording random stuff, random songs. Like the same kind of feeling I feel like they would feel, you know, just making a song for fun. It's not, I don't know if it started like as a priority, like they had to do that,
Mm-hmm.
but
Nice.
they ended up doing it. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm making sense.
I mean, maybe to people who have seen this show or movie, I
I feel like
I don't
you'll know what
really
I'm
know.
talking about during the credits scene and stuff. There's always like something.
gotcha. I just never got into it.
Like
just
they
'cause-
make like a song like kind of a main point of the episode.
Oh, okay.
And like base a song off that just for the credit scene. That's it. But it just seems like a great time doing that, you know?
Yeah, they're having fun with it.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Yeah.
And you had fun watching
And it seems like they had fun making the movie too. Like that cast of voice actors is probably one of the best ones I've seen.
Can you name any of them?
No. Well,
I'm gonna
there's
go out on a limb and say the guy who played the last man on Earth plays somebody.
yeah, that dude and the
I'm just gonna say, I haven't really seen the show. but
well,
it
they
sounds
you can
familiar.
tell too. They act like the main guy Bob, right?
Mhm.
Voices a few different characters in the show,
Mhm.
and you can tell which ones if you know long enough. But it's so cool.
Oh, the girl from
Yeah,
Last
the
Man
girl
on Earth.
from Last Man on Earth. Yeah.
Okay, so
she's
what's her name?
Kristen Shaw.
Her name's
Kristen
Kristen
Shaw.
Shaw.
I think it's a perfect cast for a show. Like
Nice.
I don't know. I'm a very big fan. It's a good mood show. You know, it's just wholesome. It's great.
All right, awesome. Well, that is our number 9. Ready to get into our number 8?
Yeah.
This movie, kind of shocking. This is in our top 10 in a way. It's the Elvis movie with
Wow.
Austin Butler.
The Elvis movie's pretty good.
You like this movie more than me. That's shocking. Because I know Elvis. I like Elvis's music.
Do you know what's weird though?
Austin Butler, though?
There's one scene that I think was pulled off so well that like it just put this movie so much higher for me.
I think I know where you're going with this.
There's this scene, pardon me, where Elvis is performing for one of the first times, and the women start to kind of scream, but it's for the first time ever. Like, no one goes to a concert and screams at this point, you know? But this girl just starts to scream, and she acts like she doesn't know why it's happening to her, and then it eventually takes her over, and she's screaming and, like,
Because Elvis is
craving
doing his
Elvis.
crazy
Because he's
shake
wiggling
leg.
us around. Yeah.
He's swiveling his head.
Yeah, oh my god, he's wiggling.
Oh,
Yeah, it's great.
nice.
No, I just thought that was such a funny,
Yeah.
like, thing. You don't think about it, but, like,
Yeah, I think this movie was a fun movie because you got to see a lot of these well-known actors get into these roles of like very well-known people. Like Tom Hanks was in this and he played the general or the sergeant. Forgot what he went by.
Colonel.
The Colonel.
Was
Maybe
that the
so.
old dude that like?
Yeah. That was the Colonel.
I'm trying to remember what he looked like because he didn't even look like himself,
The
right?
guy
He
that
was
looked
like-
like the penguin from Batman.
Yeah, that's right.
He was
looked,
like the main guy.
but I couldn't even tell it was him at first, right?
Yeah, that was Tom Hanks.
They
He
did a really
did
good job
okay.
with his makeup, I thought.
Yeah, I thought they did pretty good. I thought Austin Butler did a really good job as Elvis. And bonus point for this, I always love this when people are actors for musicians when they actually sing the songs.
That's
Apparently he did
huge.
play and
Like
sing
in-
a lot of the songs.
Like
so-
in Rocket Man.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, God, that.
Taron Egerton or
Yeah,
whatever his name
I
is,
think-
sang all the tunes and it's fantastic.
I'm
It's
a
like, what
hu-
about Elton John?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of him too, and
Yeah.
I think he has a better voice than Elton John. But Elton John wasn't known for his voice, was he?
Almost spat my drink out.
I'm not even kidding. I
Oh my
think he sounds
days.
way better than Elton John.
Oh my.
I thought Elton
Word.
John wasn't even known for
You
his
need to
lyrics.
listen to my
though.
Elton Baby playlist.
No, dude, I think whatever
Dude,
his
you
name,
love-
Egerton. That's all I
You
remember.
love Rapper Up with Elton John and George Michael.
I'm not saying Elton John is bad by any means.
Okay,
I'm
you
not
think
saying
he's
he
a better-
deserves any. I'm saying Elton John is amazing, right? Everything
Alright,
he's
alright.
done is amazing. But am I correct in saying that Elton John isn't known for his lyrics? Isn't he known for like putting down some of the most unique beats and like crazy songs ever? That's
He
like wasn't
sings
for the
all the
time.
songs.
He sings all the songs and he's a
And
mastermind
pianist.
pianist.
Yeah,
Pianist.
but he would just receive the lyrics, right? And he would turn it into
He
something.
wasn't a great
right?
lyricist.
They work together though.
But him and his friend worked together their entire career. That's what's so amazing about
That's
their
cool.
whole story.
I
But,
just
hey, that's
personal preference,
yeah,
but I
no,
think
for sure.
Egerton or whatever his first name is,
Taron.
I think he has a very good voice. I mean, he's in Sing. Like, there's no,
Oh yeah, he plays the
you
gorilla.
can't say he doesn't have a good voice.
Yeah. that's
I
right.
think he has one of the most coolest voices I've heard.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about Elvis though. we need to talk about Elvis.
Yeah, what are we getting off
But
to?
what I want to say though is, as this movie sits, I think it definitely deserves a 7.6. But the more it sits with me, the more it feels like an Austin Butler movie rather than an Elvis biopic type movie. If that makes sense, it's more about Austin Butler than it is Elvis. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a totally unique way of taking the Elvis story, putting it into cinema. I just wish that it was a little bit shorter because it felt long at time, that's for sure, and that's what
Yeah.
dropped it down a bit. But we still enjoyed it overall as an experience.
I felt like I watched the same movie or like the same beginning kind of for like 3 times.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it just kept repeating itself, and I was like, okay, like I saw this coming. Like this already happened once.
Right.
Like, I mean, I guess you can't change it though. It's his life. It's
Yeah.
what happened. So
It wasn't like an eye-opening experience just to realize, the potential of Elvis and his whole story and the fact that he passed so early on in life and he had that decline. It was really interesting to see, and I thought it really excelled in the later half of the movie when Austin Butler was able to perform as Elvis in like his last stages of life. I thought that definitely notches it up a little bit as well because I thought the acting
Yeah.
was very good there. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets nominated for Best Actor of the Year. Just saying.
I can
That's a
totally
pretty
see that.
impressive task because he
It
also has
is.
the accent as
Mhm.
well of Elvis.
Didn't he
still.
practice it for like? Well, I mean, if I was playing
According
Elvis, I'd
to
definitely be
TikTok,
practicing
yes.
24/7. Like,
Yeah,
man.
I think so. But
Okay.
Elvis is our number 8.
Can you guys do a quick impression?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Come on.
I'm trying to think of one of his songs. I can't at all. Like,
Suspicious Minds.
No, what's, I used to know one of his songs.
Lilo and Stitch.
no,
Suspicious
on
Minds.
piano. It is one of his like famous love songs.
You're the devil.
Are you thinking Piano Man by Billy Joel?
No,
dude,
he's
come
thinking- Wise man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
say.
thinking.
Mm.
Only fools worship.
Yeah, man.
Who
Not bad.
else?
So the computer's shutting down.
Oh.
We're all right. Come on, Satnam. Yeah. Selb as a rec for us. She doesn't really, but it's a book called Elvis and I think, that we read on the airplane to our movie premiere in Arizona.
Wow. Hashtag.
Elvis and me and Elvis, something like that.
Bite the Ground, by the way, our movie we were in.
Elvis and Me by Priscilla Presley. Sorry.
By Priscilla Presley, Elvis and Me.
I don't know why I'm shouting out Bite the Ground right now, but our movie that we were in, did Stunt Sword, Bite the Ground, was supposed to come out December 6th. It had already been in select theaters. I don't know why it didn't come out. No one said anything.
I don't think it's been in theaters yet, man.
You don't think it's been in theaters?
You keep saying all this stuff. I haven't seen it, so I don't believe it yet.
Well, theaters, it was supposed to be in theaters in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it was supposed
Arizona.
to. I don't think it's been there yet.
I thought it was supposed to be in theaters. We were told, at least.
You know how the movie business works.
I know how it works.
Things change constantly.
I know,
man.
but, like, you'd think, like, we would see something.
Right. Once I see it, then I'll say, hey.
No,
It's
I
been
know.
in theaters,
It's just,
man.
IMDb said it was released on December 6th.
Yeah. If we really knew, that would be our number one movie of the year, but...
I'm just sad, because we saw it, and I really liked it, actually.
It's a good flick.
It was hilarious, and I just want to see it again. That's it.
It is a good flick. Well, we need to move on, because we've only done a couple movies here, man.
Yeah, sorry, it's
move
the
on
booze in me.
To our number 7. This is a very hot take.
Really?
This might be
7?
Yes,
Oh
man.
my
We've been talking about
God.
Elton John.
It's gonna be a 2-hour podcast.
That's okay. This is our premiere.
Yeah.
But and my feet are in the pod.
This is a
Some
big
people are
podcast,
just-
too. This is one of our annual...
We've been dressed up for this, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, we're on film this time. Hey.
We are. Hey,
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
I see you out there.
I
Okay,
winked
so
this time.
our number 7, hottest take of the night. Thor, Love and Thunder. We gave an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone other than our personal group of associates that have liked this movie.
Associates.
Well, you, me, Maddie, Sel, we all really liked this movie. We thought it
What?
was super
Hold on.
funny. It reminded me of Zoolander, and people
Yeah.
have been hating this movie. They hate it.
They do. I don't understand why.
People cannot stand this movie.
Oh,
So,
what's going on with the camera here?
I'm not sure what's going
It's
on.
low battery.
Low battery? That's not good.
Did it shut off?
That's something we didn't
No.
think about.
Is it still recording?
Yes.
It's still recording, man. We're all right. We've been going for a while. But we were talking about Thor: Love and Thunder. People don't really like this movie very much. They think it's too funny.
Too funny.
Or not too funny. It's too silly.
It's supposed to
And
be silly.
it
Thor's
has
a
Gore
silly
the God
character.
Butcher. It has Christian Bale. Christian Bale doesn't need to be in everything serious and amazing. He doesn't.
Who's Christian Bale?
He plays Batman. He's like super
Oh,
famous.
I mean, I know who he is. I've heard his
He
name.
plays the dude in Ford versus Ferrari guy.
American Psycho.
American Psycho.
Oh.
It's Christian Bale.
No, I know his name. He's huge. I know. You know my memory. You know who I am.
It's Christian Bale. You do know that.
Sorry.
Guy. Anyway, but he was Gore, I think, the God Butcher. People are really upset that he wasn't butchering gods more.
Oh, he was that guy?
He was like the dude with like the pale skin and the
Yeah, the main enemy.
main enemy. Batman.
Wow, man. You know, you learn something new every day.
I thought he did a good job. I thought the story was interesting. I thought it could be really funny at times and very gut-wrenching as well.
That's what's great about Thor, I think. I don't know what I'm looking at, self-showing.
Someone keeps showing us stuff. We keep getting off track.
Yeah. We need to, like, put this, all the pictures Selbit showed us on the green screen.
That's a good point.
But, I don't know. I think Thor is so good because he can be silly, and
I
then
think
he
so.
can be serious. Because, I mean, you can't take everything in a silly manner, you know?
It's kind of interesting because I'm so picky with movies. You'd think I'd be on the side of the critics and things, but I had a great time with this flick. Like, honestly, like, I was laughing out loud. The scene when Thor gets his clothes ripped off, I thought was hilarious. I laughed.
Yeah,
I
when the
saw-
women pass out, like,
Me and
after
Self
seeing
saw
it.
this movie, and then I went again and saw it with you in theaters.
Yeah,
because I thought it
it's
was
great.
really funny.
You know what my favorite part is?
What's
Is
your
probably
favorite
the
part?
first fight scene when The two motorcycles come in crashing, and Thor's in. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to
Oh my
bump that.
days, man.
Thor
You
comes
need a
in
holding
and he
mic like me.
does the splits and he holds the
Jean-Claude
motorcycles.
Van Damme
And-
split kick.
And
semi.
those creepy labyrinth David Bowie looking characters are just sitting there like, "Ah!" You know what I mean? I just think
that
it's
was
great.
funny.
It was hilarious. I mean, obviously it's silly. It's not
Yeah, I mean,
realistic. Who cares? It's Thor. It wouldn't really work with anybody else, but it works with him great, and I think they should use that.
I think it came down to how much fun I had at the theater, and I had a good time with this. I love Zoolander. I love Will Ferrell type movies. They're supposed to be stupid. They're
Mhm.
supposed to be funny. If people wanted a serious movie out of that, then I'm sorry.
Go watch the first and second Thor.
Yeah, if you're into that, but those
Yeah.
aren't even that great of
No,
movies.
Thor was lame at that point. What the hell?
Yeah, but anyway, we
He also
gave
made
this-
an army of kids.
Yeah, it was
That's
hilarious.
That's
It was
great.
really funny.
Like, I mean, none of them were in immediate danger because they had like the power of
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yermanheim or whatever the hell is.
Yermanheim.
Yeah, Yermanheim.
Yeah. And there's Gore the God Butcher. Thank you, Sal,
Yeah.
for your facts. And that's the Love and
Sorry,
Thunder.
what was it given?
We gave it an 8.0.
8.0.
Out of 10, 8 out of 10. That's great. It's going to
Out of
be 8 and
10.
above from here.
Wow.
So we're going to get to our number 6 right now.
Things are getting good. And
This
we're not even
movie
halfway through the top
is
10.
Bullet Train. We don't have much to say about this because you were half asleep during this movie.
I-
I thought it was hilarious. Everyone else thought it was really good that saw the movie except for you. So why is that?
Let me tell you, there's some times in life where
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it, but I was sitting there watching this movie, and every single funny part that came up, I didn't react to. Any single bad part that came up, I didn't react to. I was watching the whole movie. I didn't feel a single thing. I don't know what mind space I was in, but I must have been thinking about something really big because I wasn't even.
You were
I
watching
wasn't
the
there.
same movie as me.
I
I would crack up and look at you, and you just have a straight face the whole time.
That's what I'm saying. It's
It was
not.
weird.
It was very weird. I don't know what even happened during that movie, but like I don't even know what to say. I need to watch it again.
It's on Netflix, so you can give it a
Yeah,
shot.
I
thought
did see
the
that.
action was really good. Bad Bunny played. Sel's trying to throw us off. She's throwing us a photo of Chris Pine. Brad
Is that Chris
Pitt
Pine? That looks
is
like
in the
Brad
movie.
Pitt with big eyebrows.
No, it's Brad Pitt who's in Bullet Train, and I thought is awesome. I love Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is really
I'm
good.
gonna say this: Brad Pitt could be my favorite actor of all time.
Do you know why? World
Why?
War Z.
Which I have not seen, but yes.
Yeah.
No, I thought he did a great job. The movie could go on a little bit too long, but I just had a fun time with it. It's one of those John Wick type movies. You're just there for the fun times, the action, even though there's like death and things like that. And then, of course, there's Andrew Taylor Johnson or whatever. Aaron Taylor Johnson, who's apparently the ultimate heartthrob of the night.
Oh my God! I can't even talk on Andrew Taylor.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
I could care less. I'm a Brad
Is that
Pitt
him?
stan.
Self showing us
She's
really
hilarious.
random
He's
pictures of random people. That
He's
all
gonna
kinda
be
look the
Craven
same.
the Hunter. But anyway, Bullet Train we gave an 8.0 as well as Thor: Love and Thunder.
Mm.
Cracking into our top 5.
Should we take a little break here and charge the camera?
Let's just keep rolling, man. Come on now.
Okay, I'm just making sure everything's good.
No. We're gonna keep rolling, man. We're just feeding through here.
All right, I mean,
Because
let's keep going.
number 5.
The show must go on.
Number 5 is The Barbarian.
The Barbarian. Let me tell you,
This is hold on.
I already kind of
Hold on
alluded
real
to this.
quick.
Huh?
We give this movie an 8.3. I just want to say that. That's
Okay.
pretty dang high.
Mhm.
8 and above, that's a super solid movie.
Mhm.
That's a high rec. This movie, if you've seen it, then I don't know anyone who hasn't enjoyed this. It has an incredible swerve. Great acting.
Comedy
extremely
even.
creepy. It's comedic. It knows how to combine all of those elements and create a very a very solid horror movie.
I will say, oh, it's just called Barbarian, not The Barbarian? Is that what you're...
That's why we have a fact checker
Yeah, Selby's
at
sending
all
us
times.
notes as we're
We're
speaking, by the
learning
way.
here on season 3.
We're learning.
Because, as you guys probably know, who've listened to this, we always get our facts
You
wrong.
don't come here for correct information.
No, you come here for comedy.
Yeah.
So Rotten
got a
Tomatoes
92%.
gave this one a 92%. IMDb gave it a 7 out of 10. I'd probably rank it a little bit
IMDb,
higher, of course. Metacritic 78%, which is interesting because I would expect more critics to like this movie.
This, man, I don't know if it's just because I didn't know anything about it, but this is a masterpiece. It has practical effects. It has stunts. Some are questionable towards the end, for sure, physics, but I'm just a little more specific
It's
with
a
physics
horror
and
movie.
films.
It's all right.
Yeah, no, I know. But it's great. No, it's
a great
amazing.
movie. I don't want to say much because this is one of those that if you have not heard about anything with this, you don't want to know a single thing about this.
You
movie.
need to go watch it.
You just need to
'cause
go see it if you
we
haven't.
can't spoil this
No,
like
we-
at all.
We spoil things here, as you know, but we definitely don't want to spoil this movie. This is one of those. If you're into horror, thriller, things like that, go check this movie out. It's on HBO Max.
You
right
need
now.
to. I'd say it's probably my top recommended of the year.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely would be. I mean, it's in our top 5 movies of the year. We saw 39, and this is number 5 out of all of them. So
Yeah.
very great movie. Cracks in our number 5. It gets really tight around this area right now. From 5 to 3, it's tight. But we're gonna move on right now to number 4. This is kind of a sleeper pick.
Yawning is
Wow.
a sleeper pick.
Number 4 is Jackass Forever.
That was a really good movie.
This-
Like, I've never laughed so hard in a theater.
My face was killing me at the end.
My jaw hurt.
Yeah, you were same, man. This was just a hilarious movie. I've grown up watching Jackass.
If you're a fan of close-up penis shots, this is the movie for you.
You're spoiling it.
Sorry.
Now, aside from that, though, this is a hilarious movie. All the Jackass crew are insane, and you probably know most of them by now. They're like world famous, but this movie totally just exceeded my expectations.
I would.
They're just naturally funny guys.
They are.
You can't make a bad movie if you put all of them together.
Mm,
And they're so
true.
creative with the stunts.
I would definitely say make sure you're at least 18 or have a good understanding of the world and are confident and comfortable with certain themes because it is very mature.
It definitely is. But, you know, we had a great time with this movie. It was really high up for a long time. It was in our top 2, even.
Yeah.
But
It's a hilarious movie.
it is a fun
I think the
movie.
best Jackass that's ever come out, for sure.
Oh, I agree.
There's
You know,
no doubt.
Just the quality of everything was super solid.
Yeah.
So that's our number 4,
Yeah.
which isn't a cinematic masterpiece, but it's just a good time.
Yeah, it's kind
a
of hard
great
to
movie.
rank in that way because it's not like most movies.
Yeah, definitely. But number 4 for that one. So we're gonna get into our top 3 right now.
All right.
Number 3. I don't know if you know what this is. We only have 3 movies left.
That's crazy. I swear I was just saying let's take a break.
No, we only have 3 movies left.
Wow.
Number 3, The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Dude, I honestly forgot that
I
even
knew
came
you
out.
did. I knew it.
That was such a good flick. Like
we
it
gave
was
this
dark,
movie-
the perfect amount.
We gave this movie an 8.4. And it deserves, I feel like that's a perfect rating for this movie.
Yeah.
It was the detective Batman movie that everyone wanted to see. People were a little skeptical, of course, about Robert Pattinson as Batman. I thought his emo Batman was fresh. It was different than before, and I thought his role as that detective lead was really solid in this movie, and it fit perfectly. Zoe Kravitz is awesome. and she was perfect as playing Catwoman, especially since Halle Berry played Catwoman a long time ago, and that wasn't a very good movie. I thought she did a really good job as being Catwoman here.
The one thing I would say negatively towards this movie is the motorcycle scene towards the end is a bit long.
I don't even remember that, dude.
Dude, it was long. Like, felt like the last 20 minutes of the movie was them riding on a motorcycle. But it's okay because thinking about it now, all I want to do is watch it again.
I know. We only saw this the one time. I want to see this movie again, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see what the future has for this version of Batman. I think there's a lot of really cool theories about
I hope
this.
they continue with this
I agree.
style.
And who knows, maybe we'll see a mashup between the Joaquin Phoenix Joker and Robert Pattinson Batman. Yeah. We'll just have to see what happens.
Please.
But that is our number 3, The Batman at 8.4. This is getting me excited to watch movies this
Dude,
year.
I know. I'm feeling the exact
I'm
same
man,
feeling right now.
What is 2023 going to have for us?
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited for what's coming out.
We got-
Mario?
Oh!
Yeah.
Say no more.
I know.
All right, number 2, man. You got to know what this movie is. This one could be a toss-up for 1 and 2. For a lot of people, a lot of things I've been seeing here, this has been a lot of people's 1 and 2. Number 2 for us at an 8.8, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you've seen this movie, I haven't heard a bad thing about it. It's a great film, B. You know.
Let me say, I didn't think this movie could get even better, but it did. I didn't see the first one before this. I watched number 2 first. Then with Maddie, I watched the second one at her place the first one at her parents' place, and it just made me appreciate the second one so much more. I can see why everyone who was fans of the first one loved this one, because they're just, it's insane how much we progressed. And I think you see it as more like a modern feat of technical achievement.
Yeah,
It's
feeling real
amazing.
planes flying around the sky.
Yeah, you can feel the G-forces because they're real. Tom Cruise says it himself.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise is just awesome.
He is awesome. He's who I aspire to be.
He does his own stunts, I think, for the most part. I mean, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he
all.
does. I mean, the entrance to, like, when he was talking to the audience and the premiere and stuff, he skydived out of a plane to go to the premiere, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. And you know he's like
This
60
guy's
years
amazing.
old, right?
Yeah, and he looks like he's still 40-something.
I know, he looks great. This
Yeah.
movie is such just a feel-good movie. It's a great, cinematic experience.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since we saw it in theaters, but
Let me tell you,
I haven't heard a bad thing about it.
I drove so fast leaving the theater after that movie. I had so much adrenaline, and just like the inner stunt in me just wanted to go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Fly a
Tokyo
freaking
Drift, fly a jet,
through the
whatever.
sky.
Yeah, man. The feelings I felt after that, I've never been so strong after
Yeah,
a movie.
oh yeah. And you like this movie a little bit more than I did, but I still gave it a high 8.
My
I think-
expectations were low going into. I didn't
Yeah,
understand
this doesn't
why
seem
people
like it'd
liked
be
it so
your
much.
type of movie. There's not any like super high stakes. It's just a feel good, solid movie. It has an easy story to follow, and that's all you really need.
It's a cheesy American war veteran feel good movie, and it's just one that no one else can do except for Top Gun. And I think that it was perfectly done.
Yeah, that's what you need in a movie. You don't need anything crazy.
And you haven't seen the first one, right?
I've not seen I've seen
The
parts of
first
the
one, I'm not even kidding. The first one, I didn't know the movie could get better, but it did after I watched the first one. I just appreciated everything a billion times more.
Oh yeah, This movie was great. I'd watch this over again. It's like watching
I already have.
Tomohiro Ishii and Kenny Omega in the G1 Climax 28. I can watch it every year and
It's a good match.
still enjoy it every time.
It's an amazing match.
But that is our number 2. Number 1, maybe you guys have guessed it by now. This is
I don't even know.
the definite number 1 of the year. It blew our minds. It probably blew a lot of people's minds. This was the multiverse movie that everyone really wanted, at least we did. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once. We gave a 9.5.
Oh my god.
This
I
is
don't
the
know why I thought
highest
you were going to say
rated movie.
Tenet.
Tenet didn't come out last year.
That's
bro.
what I thought. I was saying the whole time, I was like, was it this year?
It was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I don't
We
even-
gave
I
you gave
forgot
it
that-
the highest rating
That's
movie
that's
ever.
That's the top movie I've ever rated.
Yeah.
I don't think it's my favorite movie though. I think Da Vinci Code is still my favorite movie.
Oh well, you rated this one high, man.
I know,
We
but
gave it a
just because I rate
9.5.
something higher doesn't necessarily make it a better movie. If
I-
you think of not a favorite movie.
This movie worked in so many ways. I think a lot of it had to do with the timing. Came out in a really good time. Came out after the Doctor Strange movie when we were so bitter about that movie. We were disappointed. This was the multiverse movie we wanted. It had an awesome message, great acting. The action, it was an action movie also.
Yeah.
Within a comedy and a drama, and it had emotion, and it had all of those things, had every element of a movie in it.
It was so well done. Like, if you haven't seen this, you need to see it.
This is
It's
the
not
ultimate
something
wrap.
that you can miss out on. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is something that you should watch in school even. The messages are so good.
Yeah, it left us with such a like a wow factor. Like, man, what have I been doing with my life?
I
type of thing.
never saw the main plot coming, like, for a whole century.
I had no idea what this movie was about.
It was
No
amazing.
clue.
It was absolutely amazing, and it's just something that, like, everybody should try to live their life with this in mind. You know,
It was
it's just
about
positivity.
being a good person, and the
Like,
the
no matter
rewards
what.
and things that happen with it, and even the hard things. Like people just experience very difficult things, but I think overall, if you just stick with being a good person and being good to other people, then good things just end up happening, and
Even if
you
it's
end up
not to you,
enjoying the
you-
things that you want to do.
Positivity, I feel like, can just change people's lives, and I feel like you really see that in this movie. And
Yeah, it's
you get the bigger picture in this movie, and you can kind
Definitely.
of see, like, how it just affects everybody. I think that's so
Absolutely.
cool, because no one, like, where have you ever seen that before, really?
Yeah,
You know?
it's hard to put into words, this movie, because it left
It's
us
an
with such a-
experience.
I was thinking about this movie for a very long time,
Mhm.
and it was such an experience. And if you haven't seen this movie, go watch this movie. My dad watched it, and he said it was good, but it wasn't incredible. He was half asleep during it. I told him last week, I said, go watch this movie again
Yeah,
and watch it,
it's
because it is so good.
it's way ahead of its time in just compared to everything else. It doesn't even compare. It just stands out. Like, there's nothing better than this
Yeah,
right now. I don't think, at least.
Yeah, not right now. But what's fun about our movies that we do is that was the standard for the year. Well, we have a clean slate right now, which is kind of fun because we're starting from nothing. We haven't seen a new movie that came out this year. I mean, it's only been a couple days.
Yeah.
And so, that's in the past, and we just will recognize that movie as the highest rated movie ever, but we're starting from scratch, basically.
Yeah.
And we're going to see what happens for the future. But
Yeah.
that was our top 10 movies of 2022. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. This
Yes.
is the season premiere
Yeah.
of the Thunder Bros pod. We've been doing this for a couple years now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just awesome that people have been supporting us, and we've been able to do this and just keep making better content. We have a YouTube now, which is, what is it again?
Thunder Bros Pod.
Oh, all right. There
Yeah.
we go.
Just
And then-
type that into YouTube, you
But-
know.
Along with the video podcast, you can also listen to us on various different platforms.
Every single
Every platform you
podcast
listen to
platform,
podcasts.
pretty much.
Apple, Spotify,
Anchor, our
Shout out to
our
Anchor.
sponsor,
It's going to be our sponsor.
keeping
love
us in the
Anchor.
running,
Absolutely.
in the mix.
But you can look at us at the Thunder Bros Pod, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can
Follow our
use-
Instagram.
Follow our Instagram at.
I think it's just Thunder Bros Pod.
I think
At
it's just
Thunder Bros
I
Pod.
think it's at Thunder Bros Pod.
Just type in the Thunder Bros Pod on Google. You'll find
And
us
you'll
in
find
all the
of our
places
stuff.
you
You'll
want.
see your faces, on different platforms there. Wherever you listen to podcasts, give us a 5-star review if you want. Especially
Share with
tune
your
in.
friends.
Tune into YouTube. We want to try and make sure that we get ourselves out there on YouTube so you guys can see us, see what we edit, things like that. We want to really try this video part out. That was a big thing that we were trying to do for a long time.
It was.
Typing up.
Sorry for such a long wait for the surprise.
Yeah, but we're here. We have a studio here in Florida that we're going to keep making podcasts weekly.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just excited for the future.
It feels good to be back.
Feels good to be back. But you know what?
This is a passion of ours.
It is a passion. It started out as a hobby, but now, it's become this big thing that we just love to do even more than just a hobby.
Yeah.
It's like a fun thing. It's not a job because we enjoy doing it, but, other people really enjoy this too.
Yeah, I think that's what helps us stay with it and stay passionate about it. And
Definitely.
it's become part of our future. This isn't something that we plan on stopping at any time.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
plan on just doing even, if things don't go as good. Like, this is just something we enjoy, so why would we not do it?
Exactly. And this podcast has been awesome. We've had so much fun on this, but something feels like it's missing. And I think you're the only one who knows how to send us off.
Well, I will say that I appreciate you shouting that out because it is a big part. It means a lot to me, but I just hope that you kiss your mother for me.
There it is, B.
Yeah. It is a lot saying it, but, you have to do it.
Kiss B's mother for him.
Do it.
All right. We'll see you next week.